When did you first become interested in gardening?
Oh gosh, a long time ago, when I was 5 years old. 5 years old, I always wanted to be a landscaper, and I just did it all the way through. So when I thought about college, really it was horticulture is what I wanted to do. When I thought of a career, horticulture was the only answer. So it's been a long time.
It's awesome. And instead of becoming a landscaper, you taught a bunch of people.
I did.
Yeah, about landscaping.
I did.
Whoa. What is your inspiration for gardening?
Oh, living in the Northwest is really my inspiration. Green is my inspiration. You know, June is green month, and everything is so green and lush, especially with a lot of rain. The Northwest is really my inspiration. Living here, there's so much that we can grow. It's so different than New England, so different than other parts of the country that is a little more harsh. So I just love the mildness that we have here. That's my real inspiration.
What are some of your favorite memories about where you worked and taught for so long? But please give us the correct title for the institution.
You bet. It's a mouthful.
It is.
It is Lake Washington Institute of Technology, and it's the Environmental Horticulture Program in Kirkland, Washington.
Thank you.
Favorite memories. I think my favorite memories is really the combination of working with plants, having 12,000 square feet of greenhouse space, having a couple-acre arboretum, but then working with students and changing their life. Working with students and helping them become successful at doing something that they love was like two sides of a great coin. And I was able to not only get my plant fix in and get them excited about plants, but then I was able to have them become successful not only in becoming a professional, but learning plant ID and learning some of those plant skills that will help them become successful as a professional. So that was really why I stayed 40 years. It was just the passion of working with the plants and working with the people. It was a perfect marriage for me.
Absolutely. It would be the best thing ever.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite plant? Or plants?
Oh, you know what they say? They say your favorite plant is the one that you're looking at right now. I think that's true for me. But I must say, because I'm into seasonality of plants, I really love looking for plants that are interesting in the gray months, November, December, January. And one of my favorites is hardy cyclamen.
I love hardy cyclamen.
There's two species, you know, one is heterofolium, which is your fall bloomer, and one is coum, which is your January, February bloomer. And then the foliage is just incredible. So hardy cyclamen has got to be my number one favorite, but then also the seasonality of sarcococa, because it blooms starting around Christmas time. And although the flowers are not a whole lot, it's the fragrance. You walk around the corner, just little flowers, but you walk around the corner and go, wow, sarcococa's in bloom, and it's a gardenia-like smell.
Yeah.
So sarcococa for shade is just so wonderful, and I really just looking at things like hamamelis, which will bloom, you know, in the wintertime as well. So those little bits of surprises, and I think that's what I like.
Tell them the common name for hamamelis, because some people won't recognize that one.
Witch hazel.
Yep.
Witch hazel, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, that's right, sorry.
And we also love the little seeds.
The capsules.
Of the cyclamen.
Oh, the hardy cyclamen puts on those great seeds. What a great story, isn't it?
Yes.
Where they bloom in the wintertime, they go down, turn to a seed pod, and then that seed pod cracks open like in July, and then because the seeds are covered with sugar, the ants take the seed, they take it away, they scratch the sugar off, and then they forget and leave it. And so you start to find little baby cyclamens coming up in different areas.
I love it.
And yet it's not invasive. It's just an element of surprise in the garden. And I think that's really brings me a lot of joy, is elements of surprise in the garden, where you look at it, where the world is crazy, and you walk out and just go, oh, look at that. And it warms your heart.
It's good for you.
Good for your soul.
In so many ways.
Yep.
Good for your soul.
Yep.
Any other advice that you would give to gardeners, especially new gardeners?
Keep it simple. I think looking at keeping it simple and not being overcomplicated. You know, simplicity is the best. When you're a gardener, you're going to have a growing edge, and your growing edge is what you're learning. And every year, even now, I'm learning new things. And so you might even ask yourself, what's my growing edge? What do I want to focus on this year? What do I want to learn? What's new? And that's why you can spend your whole lifetime on growing edges.
You never stop growing, right?
Never stop growing, that's right.
Thank you.
You bet. Thank you, Peg.